when you take the connective tissue, we are having different types of connective tissue. Among them, this is an example of loose connective tissue. Okay, we are having various other connective tissues also. We'll discuss each one in detail. First, we'll discuss the loose connective tissue. Then we'll go for the other types called dense connective tissue later. Okay. Now, when you take the loose connective tissue here, so what I said, the connective tissue will have cells, isn't it? The first foremost one is the cells. And then you will have matrix, the ground substance. Okay. So the cells and the matrix are explained over here in loose connective tissue. If you take the whole tissue, we are having different cells called macrophages. This is one kind of cells you'll find in loose connective tissue. Then fibroblasts. These are another kind of cells. Then mast cells. Okay, macrophages, fibroblasts, mast cells. So the different cells look like this, the shape and category. Okay, now the collagen fiber you can find like the collagen protein arranged in linear fashion. See, so that's why this is called fiber. Okay, collagen protein arranged in linear in loose connective tissue. And of course, the whole connective tissue is filled with matrix, the whole thing. The intercellular space, the whole thing which I am putting dots, is nothing but the matrix. So the loose connective tissue will have a matrix, okay, and various cells. The different cells are macrophages, fibroblasts, and mast cells. Now this whole tissue is termed as areolar tissue. I'll just write the book. Okay. Areolar tissue looks like this. Areolar tissue you'll find under the skin. The position of areolar tissue is under the skin. So under the skin you will have this tissue. So here we'll discuss each cells of areolar tissue in detail. Take for example macrophages. These are the macrophages. Okay. Now what is this macrophage cells will do? These macrophages cells will take in the bacteria or virus which comes into the body. So the areolar tissue, I'm telling that it is present under the skin. Okay. So when any bacteria or virus enters into the skin like this, the macrophages, pseudopodial-like structures are there around the macrophages. These structures will take in the bacteria and it will eat away the bacteria. So what is happening? The macrophages are involved in a process called phagocytosis. Have you heard this word phagocytosis? Yes? Anyway?
Yes, ma'am.
Phagocytosis I discussed in the earlier class. So phagocytosis is nothing but taking in the solid food material. Okay. So here, when you take the phagocytosis process, the bacteria will take in the phagocytic particles into it and they'll eat away the bacteria. Okay. So the major function of macrophage is phagocytosis. Then when you take the mast cells are something like this. Okay. So here there are some dotted structures inside the mast cell. If you see the diagram here. Okay. Now when you see the mast cells possess some granules. So the granules will be released during the allergic reactions. The areolar tissue you will find under the skin, and in areolar tissue you are having cells called macrophages that are involved in phagocytosis. So the macrophages are the cells which will take the bacteria which comes into the skin through the layers of the skin. It will take away the bacteria and it will digest the bacterial cell. So the process is called phagocytosis. Okay, clear? Then we have another type of cells called mast cells. If you see the mast cells, and these are mast cells. Okay, now in the mast cells you are having small granules. Okay, so these are the dotted structures all called granules. See what this mast cells granules will do. Have you heard of allergy? Some people will get a skin rash, allergic reaction. I hope you would have heard it very commonly during the unfavorable conditions, like when the climate changes, when it becomes too hot, something like that, or when you eat some food which is not fit to your abdomen, not fit to your body, then you may develop allergic conditions, allergic reactions, isn't it? Some things if you touch, you will get rash on the skin. So such allergic reactions at skin are probably because of the mast cells. The mast cells are part of a skin connective tissue called areolar tissue. So what happens when you just touch any odd thing? So these granules which are there in the mast cells on your skin, they will be released out. These granules will be released out. When your body will not feel favorable with the things you touch or things you take, during that condition you will develop allergy. So basically allergy is a condition where mast cells are involved. Okay, so these are the mast cells. Within the mast cells you are having some granules which will be released out, that causes allergy of skin. So this is another type of tissue you will find under the skin only. So this is part under the skin if you take. Okay, macrophages, they act as phagocytes, and mast cells, they cause allergy. So what these two terms are related to? These are related to immunity, isn't it? What is immunity? What is immunity?
Auntie,
Yes.
the body's mechanism to fight against diseases.
Yeah, not only diseases, to the things which our body feels foreign. Okay,
Yes.
so here when we take the bacteria were taken in. The bacteria were taken as the microorganisms, as you said. So they are foreign molecules. So foreign here stands for not related to our body. Okay, now here the allergy is developed because some of the things which are foreign to our body, they try to enter into your body. So here the mast cells causing allergy. So the cells which are there, macrophages, mast cells, they are cells of immunity. So this is the basic question. Okay, so where you will find macrophages and mast cells? Under the skin, beneath the skin. So they are part of areolar tissue. So areolar tissue is the one connective tissue type. Okay, under that macrophages, fibroblast, mast cells are the cells. Now when you take fibroblast, the name itself indicates the fibro. So that synthesizes fibers. Okay, so fibers like collagen, like this, elastin, all these will be synthesized, this fibroblast. Okay, so here that is a type of connective tissue.